Yeah, don't know if anyone's gonna show up because I'm late. We'll sit here for a few minutes and we'll wait. Hey, Sleepy NHL and King Angus, thanks for coming in. How you guys doing? Sorry it's so late. I had trouble getting my computer running. Oh, that's a little bit better, less glare. Hey, lucky guy. So what's up, guys? What do you think of the trade rumor? Hey, Anthony, welcome in. Anthony is a Flyers fan. I don't know if he's in Philadelphia. Are you in Philadelphia, Anthony? Hey, Lateng, Habs Nation. I didn't know if anyone would be out here this late. Hey, Sleepy NHL, you think, he says Ghost is getting traded to Montreal tonight for Shaw, Juleson, and a fifth. You think so, really? Have you heard something? You're right outside Philadelphia, Anthony? Cool. I've never been to Philadelphia. I've driven kind of past it on the way to Florida, I think, or something like that, when I was a kid. No, not now, Mew. Please, not now. Hang on, my cat wants to come up. Just give me a sec. I'm going to go off camera just for a sec. Here I am. My old cat. Okay. Hang on. I got a little message here. Okay, let me get back to you guys. Sorry about that. Anthony Peters, we get a bad rap, but trust me, we aren't all nuts. Well, you can't generalize for everybody. I mean, not everybody's bad everywhere. Besides, listen, we all love hockey. Can't be that bad, right? Okay, channel is Sleepy NHL says some analysts said that they're getting traded tonight. Who said that? Lucky guy, Shaw was pretty good last year. I'll miss him. Yeah, I agree. He had a career year, but he's the kind of guy that you can move him. I'm gonna see if I can get that glare out of the way. That's not as bad. Okay, let's see now. Habs Nation, Rick should work on TSN Habs. Oh God, no. Are you kidding me? I don't think I'd be good enough for that. King Angus, I would not be mad if we get Ghost for Shaw, Juleson, and oh, I agree. I take that trade any second. I don't think that's enough though. That's the thing. I don't know. I mean, Gosmazir's got really good potential. He can put up 60 odd points if you give him just Shaw's putting up 40 odd. Maybe it's about the same. I don't know. I don't know if that's enough. I have a feeling Philadelphia's going to want more. I think they're going to want one of our good prospects. I wish I could take my glasses off, guys, and you wouldn't have the glare, but I wouldn't be able to read. Sleepy NHL says the offer was put from Montreal. Yeah, I believe that. They're got to be after Gosmazir. Lucky guy, have you considered doing an Instagram page? I'm still struggling with Twitter and Facebook. I don't want to add Instagram right now. Maybe down the road, but not right now. I'm still learning YouTube. Sleepy NHL. I don't know who it's from. Shaw takes too much penalties. Yeah, Shaw. Well, that's why I think what makes him kind of a Philadelphia type player. He's kind of a hard nosed kind of guy. He gets into the dirty areas. He can be a bit dirty if he wants to be. He loses his temper and takes stupid penalties sometimes. Habs Nation. Shaw's a great guy, but he's got to go because young players are coming in our team. Yeah, well, that's the whole point, I think if they trade Shaw, what they're going to do, I don't know if I said this the other night, they're going to move Armia up to the second line right wing, and that opens up that third line right wing for Suzuki or Paling. I mean, whoever, I think Paling's going to be a center. I'm not sure about Suzuki. Philly 5-0. Hey, Philly 5-0. Thanks for coming in. Ghost for Domi. Petriana first. Yeah. Okay. Nice joke. I guess it's the same way back when we're talking to get Gosmazir for what you don't consider enough. Yeah, a Ghost for Domi, Petrie, and the first is yeah, Ghost and who else? Let's see. Lucky guy. I have an Instagram page with over 1,000 followers. I can help you with it. Yeah, like I said, at my age, I'm struggling with the other two. Plus, I'm still learning YouTube, and it's too much for right now. I do this all by myself. I don't have any help, so yeah, I think it's a little too much for me right now. Down the road, when I'm interested, definitely. Anthony Peters, as Flyers fans, early in his career, we all talked about how he was incredible, offensive skill, and should be moved to winger. Think as he develops defense into his palette, he is dangerous. We're talking about Gossmazir again, right? Yeah, Gossmazir, he's good offensively. He needs a little work on his defense, but listen, this is a top two defenseman. I understand when you say, "Oh no, that's not enough." So I don't know how the deal is going to go. I'd be surprised, honestly, if it's Shaw, Juleson, and a fifth. I'd be very surprised and very happy, honestly. Let's see. Habs Nation says, I hope Bergie makes some trades. I don't think he has to do that much, but I hope there's some movement, some improvement. Yeah, lucky guy. Listen, I'll take you up on that offer when I'm ready. Definitely. I'm not ready right now. Go Habs, go. I would be sad that the actual Montreal Canadiens roster stays the same, but wouldn't be surprised. I'm missing some. If it does, I got to do something. They can't stay the same. They've got to make a little bit of change, but I don't think they need a lot of change personally. Remember, they just missed the playoffs by 2 points. With a power play, they would have been in there. So I don't know how much change is going to come. It's all good, man. Yeah, that Better Call Saul. That's how he got his name, Saul Goodman, by saying it's all good, man. I don't know if anybody watches Better Call Saul. Maybe I'm aging myself. I don't know. It's hard not to tell my age with this gray beard. Okay, my cat always wants to be on camera. Anthony Peters, I'm sorry, but Shaw is not a top six forward on a playoff push team. He was great on the Habs last year because of lack of talent. Would really do Ghost for Suzuki. LOL. That would be great. Yeah, I don't blame you on that one. And I'm not, you're Shaw is a top six forward. Maybe not on every team. You're right. But maybe he plays third line on the Flyers. I don't know. But he's not enough for Gossmazir. That I get. That I get. You got to add somebody, but not Suzuki. You got to take a lesser prospect than Suzuki. Habs Nation, who do you think win the trade for Hawks or the Pens? Um, I I tend to think maybe the Pens gave up Mata. If Mata really turns out, I guess the Hawks added a good depth defenseman. I don't know. I wasn't sold on Mata. There was talk of him coming here, but he has decent numbers and everything. But I don't know. And I don't know much about Gudis. I'll tell you the truth. I don't. So I can't really say. But I'm going to probably say the Hawks from what I know. And I'm probably wrong. Heather Rambro. Hey, Heather, how's it going? Glad to have a girl in here. The kids are the future. Make room for them and develop future stars. I agree with that. The talent level that our prospects are, I think you got to make some room for them and give them a shot and not trade them away. King Angus, if we get Ghost, what would our lines be? Well, Ghost would play with Weber. And depends, because there's talk of Mete going the other way. So Ghost with Weber, then Mete would move up one. And then I guess Kulak would play third line. That's how I see it anyway. Lucky guy, how many prospects will make the lineup next year? I think two, and I'm saying Suzuki and Paling, but there may be somebody on defense too. And I mean, if you consider Lindgren, no, he's played here, so he's not a prospect anymore. King Angus says Pens won the trade hands down, in my opinion. Yeah, you could be right. I could be very wrong on that. Wookie Balls. I like that name, Wookie Balls. I think the Hawks take a forward at the draft. I don't. No, I don't. Bowen Byram's going third. That's my opinion. He's the kind of defenseman that they don't have in their system, whether they're loaded with defense or not. He's the kind of guy they draft him October. He could very well be playing on their team. I don't think they pass that up. And he's the kind of defenseman, honestly, that you're not going to be able to trade for. You get him in the draft, or you don't have him. So if they want to give him to Colorado, go ahead. But I think they're going to take him. Let me see now. Lucky Guy says Bergeron won't trade prospects. I don't think he will. I really hope he doesn't. Go Habs, go. We were 2 points away, yes, but every player on our team had a career year. Will it repeat? You know, I'll tell you with Domi, look at his age. Will Domi repeat? He's got a great chance to do that. I don't know if this is going to be his career year, although it is so far, but I don't know if he doesn't go beyond that. A lot of them, they're young, so I don't know. I think they have a good chance to repeat or become very close. Go Habs, go. Almost every player. Yeah, well, almost every player. You're right. But I think they'll repeat. They're young. Philly 5 was Mata for Cajon? No, I don't think so. Mata was Gudis, wasn't it? Habs Nation, all the people in the chat, who do you guys want? Duchesne or Carlson? Okay, everybody, you want to go on that? Who would you guys like, Duchesne or Carlson? For me personally, I'd like to see Carlson here, but I think it's too expensive. I think he used Montreal to get the Sharks to deal with him. Look, he's talking with the Sharks. He's going to sign there. Duchesne, I don't know. I don't know. He's not my type of center. King Angus, you know what I think about Kulak? What do you think about Kulak? I like Kulak. I think he's going to be much better. He's young and he's going to be much better. I like what I saw of him. Go Habs, go. If he was Carlson, if he was left-handed, it would be better. Oh, you know what changes the game? If he was a left-handed defenseman, Carlson, you put him with Weber. Oh my God! Imagine Carlson and Weber on the back end. Wow! But he's not, and it's I don't know. Anthony Peters, Bowen could go third or 11th. You think Bowen can drop as far as 11th? I don't think so. I really don't. 11th would shock me. Lucky Guy, do you think Bergevin will go for a French Canadian, Suzuki's brother, or another prospect? Well, I think it's well known by now. I'm kind of looking at Samuel Poulin. It depends on who's left. I'll tell you, it looks like maybe Peyton Krebs is going to fall that far. You might go for that, but if you're going to pick a French guy, I like Samuel Poulin. I really like Samuel Poulin. I think this guy is very underrated, and he's gonna have a good career. So I kind of go that way. Ryan Suzuki, I'd be happy with. I just did a video on him. Lucky Guy says Carlson, but too expensive. Yeah, not at 11 million. Carlson's way too expensive at 11 million, in my opinion. I tell you, I think he used Montreal and that rumor to get out because he wanted to deal with the Sharks and get the money and the term there. And 8 years for Carlson, I don't think so. I wouldn't do that. Philly 5-0 says no Chicago traded Cahoon for Mata. Oh, so what was the Gudis trade? Oh, that was with Washington, I guess, eh? Hey, I'm sorry. I had so much trouble. 2 hours to get this computer working. So yeah. So I my brains for that. I don't know. Flyers traded Gudis for Niskanen. That's it. You're right. You're right. I had the trades mixed up. So I have to re-comment on that. Let me see now. That was Chicago was Cahoon for Mata. Yeah, I don't know anything about Cahoon, so maybe he's better. I don't know. And the Flyers Gudis for Niskanen, right? Okay. I'm here now. Anthony Peters, for Flyers, Carlson. For Habs, you need Panarin. No, I don't agree with that. Yeah, I like his talent and all that, but of all, I don't think he wants to come here. He's going to be way too expensive. Another 10, 11 million player. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need to sign any player for that kind of money at all. I don't think so. So, no. Habs Nation, who's going to win the cup next year? Yeah, flip a coin. I wouldn't put it past the Blues to repeat with that goaltending. I think the Lightning are going to kind of be hungry to make up for what happened. So depending on the moves they make, but yeah, it's really early to say that. I'll if you want really, I'll say St. Louis to repeat. King Angus, I love Kulak, hometown boy for me. Oh, okay, cool. I wrote him a letter, and he sent me a nice note as well as a signed picture. Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy. I heard an interview on the radio with him. Seems like a really down-to-earth type of guy. If I'm correct, Gallagher's from out there, isn't he? They're from same place. What is it, Saskatchewan? Are you from Saskatchewan, King Angus? I don't know if I'm getting the problem right. Habs 31. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think Panarin's coming. I don't think so. He's too much, and I don't know if this is the kind. He wants to go to a really big town. That's what I've heard. He wants to be in a big metropolis. I don't think Montreal qualifies. Heather, Carlson signing is a distraction. Money in turn would cripple our future retention of talent like Chicago. Yeah, 100%. I agree. And I honestly now, after I did the video and then I saw what came out after, I think he used us to get. I really do. I think he used us to get the term and the money from the Sharks. Go Habs, go! Look, guys, Habs will sign Phaneuf before Carlson. Maybe a few years ago, but I hope he doesn't sign Phaneuf. I mean, maybe look if he signs Phaneuf for like under $1 million. I don't know. I haven't seen Phaneuf play much, but everything I hear about, he's not Phaneuf anymore. So, yeah, I hope he doesn't do that. Let's see. King Angus, yep, Galley is from Edmonton as well. Oh yeah, okay, it's Edmonton. Sorry, Alberta. Sorry about that. I hope that's not one of on Corner Gas where they say Willerton. I hope I didn't do that to you. And so you're out in Edmonton, not an Oilers fan at all? Go Habs, go. Perry to Montreal. Geez, again, I hope not. I think Perry's done. I don't know. I don't know if he can find maybe with the right fit, but I think he's done. I think he played really hard minutes over his career, and I don't know. Depends on the term. He's going to be bought out, so he doesn't need money really. He's going to be bought out there, but I don't know. I don't think so. Habs Nation 31. I think Habs should take Kincaid as backup goalie at least a year or two. Yeah, Kincaid wouldn't bother me if they signed him. He's a good backup. He's okay. It wouldn't bother me at all. I mean, and you know what? You can sign a guy like Kincaid who's not going to cost you a lot. And then if Lindgren actually takes the job in camp, I would think a guy like Kincaid you can trade. I think you can trade a guy. So, it might not hurt you. King Angus, no, hate the Oilers. Always have, always will. Love the Habs. Okay, no problem. No problem. I get you on that one. I don't dislike the Oilers for any particular reason, but my team is the Habs all the way. I don't particularly cheer for anybody else but Montreal, unless in certain situations to beat other teams. But I don't have a team where I say, well, yeah, I cheer for Montreal and this. I don't. Is Montreal? That's it. That's all. Let's see. Let me catch up over here. Go Habs, go. Lindgren wouldn't be a bad backup, I think. Yeah, but I think his record in the AHL last couple of years hasn't been great. Although better record apparently, I think in the NHL. I liked what I saw in that last game, and I'd give him a shot at training camp, but I don't think you can just write him in. I don't think so. Yeah, that's why it's kind of I guess it's a choice they really got to make. Do they sign somebody and then see if Lindgren can do it and then sign somebody? I don't know. But I don't think you write Lindgren in. King Angus says, I think Habs just go for Lindgren. No, I don't think so. I really don't. What if he's a total bust like he's been in the last 2 years in the AHL? Then what do we do? We got another Niemi on our hands. I don't like that. Anthony Peters, just a name to look out for. Philip Myers. This is why the Flyers feel confident trading Ghost because Myers is expected to be a stud. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, well, it's been out there that they're going to trade a defenseman, and they it's pretty clear it's going to be Gospazier. But you never know with rumors. Maybe a defenseman and they trade somebody other than Gospazier, so you never really know. And maybe it's Hag. I know there's now talk that maybe they'll be trading Hag, not Gospazier. Hag, I know, he hits a lot. I had him in my hockey draft last year. He got a lot of hits. Wookie Balls. I really like Krebs at 8 for Edmonton. I also think Lavoie is underrated and should go higher than he is being projected at. Um, I think with Krebs' Achilles injury, I don't know. I think he might fall. And I don't know if he would have gone as high as 8, but you never know. I kind of think 8. I think Edmonton's going to go for Caulfield if he's there. I think Caulfield makes a perfect winger for them. And Lavoie, I'm not a Lavoie guy. Something about him I don't like. I can't put my finger on it. I'm not saying he's not talented or anything like that, but there's just something about him that I don't like, and I don't know if I don't like what he looks like. It's just something I don't about him that I don't like. Um, I don't think he's overrated or underrated, but I think he's going to go somewhere around 20. Stephen Cog. Hope they sign Duchesne. Oh, Stephen Cog. He's a Duchesne guy. Habs Nation 31. We would have won the cup if Kreider didn't hurt Price. Yeah, you mentioned the other time. Yep, we probably would have. Heather Ambro. No more fucking old guys. Perry Fanuff, enough. No more Paling. Oh, more Paling and Kokayemi. Oh, 100% agree with you, Heather. Yeah, I really hope he stays away from Perry and Fanuff and the like. You know, they could help a little bit, but you're kind of wasting time and money. I'd rather than have these old guys and they're screwing up. And I see them lagging. Hopefully it'll pick up. Sorry about that. It's been okay up to now. Go Habs go. An occupation that I like to do is to remember past Canadiens players in the last 5 years. Do you remember Tom Gilbert, Mike Weaver, Emlyn, Siemens? Seven did nothing here though. Did Hemsky even play when he was here? I don't know. I don't remember him playing here. Stefan Matteau, Victor Bartley. Victor Bartley, I don't remember. Well, actually, kind of. I'm not sure. All the other guys, yeah, but they didn't have that much of an impact. Mike Weaver was actually pretty good when he was here, actually. I shouldn't say that. Mike Weaver was okay. Habs Nation, we better get out Alzner. Yeah, I think, Alzner, they might keep him one more year, buy him out next year. Because if they buy him out this year, the cap hit next season is really big. And it doesn't make any sense. If they wait and buy him out next year instead of this year, that doesn't happen. So I think they might wait. Let me see. Habs Nation says also Vanek, but Vanek's not on. I don't want Vanek. Oh, for Heather's thing, yeah, Vanek. I don't want Vanek either. Lucky guy. What are we gonna do with Alzner? I was just saying. I think they're gonna keep him down in the AHL and then next year buy him out. Or they're going to buy him out this year. It's one of the two. I don't think they can trade him. And you'll know if they put Alzner again on waivers in the next couple of days, because there's a window right now for buyouts. If you see Alzner go on the waiver wire, he's going to be bought out. Anthony Peters, bold take here, but I believe Jack Hughes is the third best player in this draft. I believe Kako is better, and also you could say Byram or someone else in the top 10. I don't trust the competition. I'll tell you something. I think Kako's better too. In this way, he's better defensively, and he's a little stronger, and okay, I'll go this way. Hughes, I find, gets pushed off the puck a lot in the highlights I've seen. He gets pushed around a lot. Yeah, he makes a lot of great plays, and he can dangle. But if you're physical with him and aggressive with him, you can get him off the puck. Yeah, I guess if you can catch him, he must be fast. But so I kind of like Kako better, but I still think New Jersey's going to take Hughes. But I find one thing I was when I was watching his highlights, I was like this. He gets pushed around a lot and gets pushed off the puck a lot. I didn't like that about him. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Anthony. I don't trust what he. Yeah, although on that USNDTP whatever team, they got a lot of good players on that team. Heather, we are going to be in trouble for Seattle expansion draft protection. Yeah, you know what? I don't know much about that. I have to check into that. Yeah, we're going to lose somebody. We're definitely going to lose somebody. I just, I hope Bergevin is smart enough to make a deal with them, not to, give them something and not lose somebody. So we'll see. Wookie Balls should be an awesome week ahead. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Friday. It's going to be fun. But speaking of that, it starts, I think, at 8 o'clock at night here, 8 o'clock my time. I imagine it's 5 o'clock on the west. So I'm gonna be on somewhere around right around 8. It might not be right at 8, but it's gonna be right around 8 because I don't know how much time is gonna be wasted there. But then we can talk. So, anyways, we'll see. But I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna try to go through the whole first round, at least up to Canadians pick anyway. Let's see. Lucky Guy says, but the real question is, how did he turn so bad? Okay, wait a second. Who are we talking about now? I'm lost. Oh, Alsner? Alsner just wasn't. He should never have signed him. He's too slow. He does not have the talent. No, he's just too slow. I think that's what happened. The league is getting really fast and younger and faster, and a lot of players who are on that edge with speed can fall out. And I think Alsner, that's what happened. He's not fast enough. Habs Nation. Paling will score a hat trick each game next year. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? Saw something about Cole Caulfield. He once had he had a double hat trick. That I've never seen. 6 goals in a game in one of the I think in last season. Go Habs go. The fun is to remember less important players. Do you remember DSP? That's Devontae Smith-Pelly. Christian Thomas. Yeah, well, Christian Thomas was only a couple of years ago. Lucas Lesio. Did he actually even make the team at all? Did he play any games up here? Darren, of course. And I wonder, Darren, he's out of the league now, or is he still? He's not still in New York, I don't think. Mike Brown. I don't really remember Mike Brown, honestly. But yeah, are you impressed? I got DSP. Habs Nation. If they pick York, I will be happy. I saw a couple things today from on Draft Dynasty's video. If you haven't checked out Draft Dynasty, you like in-depth. This guy, he scouts. He knows what he's talking about. I don't know if York is the best defenseman out there, second or third. Yeah, I don't know. Not that I'd be unhappy if they had to take him, but I don't know. I'm not sold on York anymore. Anthony Peters, the issue is these kids don't sign long-term friendly contracts anymore. They take small deals to suck money. Yeah, well, the bridge deal is kind of gone. They've come out of their entry level and they want big money. This is a problem. It's a big jump right away. Nobody seems to want bridge deals anymore. And then that creates a real problem for your cap. Go Habs, go. He's out of the league. Darren, yeah, okay, I thought so. I wonder, I guess he was getting a little, I don't know how old he was, but I'm a little surprised someone doesn't have him. He's small, but he wasn't that bad. He's in the KHL. Okay, I got to read farther down. With Bob Hartley out there. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Oh, did I catch up to everybody? Woo! Not bad there so far. So I gotta entertain you guys now. I don't sing and I don't dance. That's for sure. Yuri Seacatch was a legend, though. Not here, he wasn't. Where did we send Seacatch to? Was it the Ducks? I can't remember. Who did we get for Seacatch? Yeah, today we did last year and the year before they traded. Was that the Drouin for Sergachev trade? 2 years ago, also on the same day. But yeah, we got Domi last year today. I was kind of expecting a trade today. Would have been nice. I would have had something to do for a video. Couldn't think of anything to really do for a video, and I wasn't finished with a couple of things I'm working on. So yeah, I got a little bit of writer's block the last couple of days. It happens. Lucky guy, can you tell us a little more about you if you're fine with it? I don't know what to tell you. How about it? Ask me any questions you want to know. If I can't answer them, I won't. If I can, I will. I've got not too much to hide. Just a couple of bodies behind the screen. That's all. Go Habs go. He was with us, traded to the Ducks for. Oh, is that how we got DSP? Yeah, that's right. And played with Chicago before going to Europe. Yeah, I mean, I was really excited about Catch when he came here. I thought he had the talent, but he didn't have it. And everyone was kind of upset that we traded him. Not that, and I mean, DSP did more here, I think, than he did, but yeah. Yeah, I know you're talking of Catch. DSP, where did we send him? We sent him to Washington or something like that. No? Lucky guy, do you live in Montreal? Yeah, I live in Montreal my whole life. Well, I was born in the U.S. I was born there till I was 4.5. We moved here. Well, my parents moved back to Montreal when I was 4.5 years old, but I've been here ever since. And is my French good? Somehow. I didn't speak French for like a long time. It was really bad in school. They don't teach you well, but now I can get by in French if I have to. Not great, but I get by. Anthony Peters, as a fan of the Habs, would you be open to trading Drouin? Yeah, actually, I am. It's not I have nothing against Drouin personally. I know people think I do. I see in him something that I don't like, and that is that he is either uncoachable or he doesn't have it here. Something like Galchenyuk was the same with Galchenyuk. So what I'm saying with Drouin is, while he's still got value, because I think if he has another season like he had this year, his trade value is going to go down because he doesn't have the heart. They're not going to give much up for him. I think you get your maximum value for him right now, and you take the chance. Look, just because if you say you trade him to wherever, wherever, San Jose, I don't care, whatever team you want to pick, and he goes and he scores a ton there, it doesn't mean he was going to do that here in Montreal. It doesn't mean that. This might not be a fit for Drouin. It looks like it, or he doesn't have the heart. I don't know. I really don't know what it is with Drouin. He needs to find something. But if you've got a deal for Drouin and you can help the team with that deal, I say do it. Okay. Go Habs go. I like Paranto. Don't know why. P.A. Paranto, he looked good when he came here for a little while, but it didn't last. I mean, he wasn't really going to put up a lot of points. But they were after him for a couple of years till they got him. And I'm not sure, but I think they overpaid for him too. Let's see. What about a Drouin for Ghost? I don't think. Well, you're a Flyers fan. Is Drouin a Flyers type of player? I don't see him being a Flyers type. That's why when I did my video, when I did my proposals, I put Shaw because I see Shaw as that prototypical Flyers forward. So I thought they'd be interested in Shaw. But do you see Drouin as a fan of the Flyers? Do you see him as that type of a player? Habs Nation, the 2014 playoffs was amazing. I still remember when Subban scored in the breakaway. It gave me goosebumps. Yeah, that was a good year. I'm trying to remember. Was that against Boston? Did we beat Boston that year? I know Subban was great in the playoffs. I think it was that year anyway. I had a couple of, I'm going to say, lost years there where I watched everything, but I don't remember a lot from it. I won't say why. Go Habs go. Man, Torrey Mitchell and Brian Flynn were great in the playoffs against Ottawa like 3-4 years ago. Yeah, okay. They were like, but they had that one good playoff run, but they didn't do much. I mean, they were fourth liners. Torrey Mitchell was okay. He was a decent fourth liner. And Brian Flynn was okay to fill in here and there, but yeah. Yeah, I don't find that was a great time. Habs, go, Habs, go. I don't know why I'm talking about those guys. Hey, talk about whatever you want. That's cool. It's hockey talk. Habs hockey talk. That's what we want. I don't mind answering things. Lucky. By the way, I'm gonna try to make not this late on Saturday, but I'm gonna try to make Saturday night a live. We'll do that Saturday night. I don't know if you. I don't go out too much, so uh, I'm usually home. If I'm not doing a game in the winter anyway, it might change in the winter with the season on, but for the summer, I'm thinking Saturday nights regular, say 9 o'clock. See, so I think I'm gonna do this regularly Saturday nights. What do you guys think of that? Okay, I'm losing. Wait. Let me catch up here. Okay, Habs Nation confirms yes, it was the Bruins we were talking about there. Okay, cool. Go Habs, go. Subban was against Boston with a pass from Lars Eller. Yeah, I remember that series. I remember how good Subban was. I loved Subban, and I'm okay with the Weber trade and everything. And I loved Subban. He was my favorite player at the time. But the time was, I don't think that was a bad trade. I did a video on that. I don't think that was a bad trade. I like Weber. And I remember I telling my ex-wife because she told me about it. I told her, I said, if there was a player that they're going to trade Subban for, there's only two guys that I would accept. One is Drew Doughty, and one was Shea Weber, and they got Shea Weber, so I was okay with it. Habs Club asks, hey, did you watch the Stanley Cup Finals? I only watched the seventh game. I'm not really into watching Bruins. But I wanted to see the seventh game. Had a feeling maybe St. Louis might win, so I checked it out and I kept watching. Let me see. I got a pop-up that just blocked. Okay, where was I? Okay, Anthony Peters. What a lot of people see as an aggressive Flyers team, but now we are not. We changed coaching and traded Simmer and Gudis are goons. Now we are strictly the opposite of what everyone says. Okay, well, I'm not talking goon. I mean, that's good. I'm glad. But still not hard-nosed type of hockey? Or you guys are kind of going towards the way the Canadians were, fast and skilled and none of the hard-nosed edge? Because to me, the Flyers, I was from the 70s. Like, the Broad Street Bullies. I hated the Flyers in the 70s. That's why Philadelphia is not really my favorite team. I don't hate them like I do the Bruins or the Leafs, that's for sure. It's a short period where I didn't like them, but they were bad, that kind of way. So what? They're more streamlined for speed and skill. I didn't really notice it, and I saw a couple of games with them, but I didn't take. That's true. There wasn't a lot of penalties or anything, so. Okay, so yes, Drouin fits. Well, there. If you know what, I would see now. If you're talking Drouin for Gospazier, that's pretty even up trade to me. You might throw in a draft pick, a fifth rounder, so Drouin a fifth for Gospazier, but I wouldn't add too much more to that personally. Don't you think? Would you guys be happy with a Drouin for Gospazier? What would you add to that, or would you be happy with just that? Lee Max, when did you start watching the Habs? I started watching the Habs. I'm going to say now, I was born in 1963. I was started watching hockey, I think in the expansion year, but I wasn't necessarily a Habs fan. I was young. I don't really. But by the time I was 7, and I was, so by 1970, when I was able to say, okay, I like hockey, and yeah, I choose the Habs. So 49 years. 1970, the year before Guy Lafleur. Okay, let me get back up here now. I wonder if Subban comes here. No, I can't see them trading for Subban. There's still, I don't think there's any love lost between Bergevin and Subban, and I don't know why. I don't think it's prejudice. I just don't know why. But I think that's the case. So I don't think he's coming back. And management's not Subban guys anymore. Go Habs go. Jared Tenorti was supposed to be a great defenseman, Beaulieu was better though. At least Beaulieu could play here. Tenorti just don't know what happened. He just didn't have it. Something about his foot speed, I think. He had trouble with his skating. And yeah, too bad. I mean, his father was a pretty good NHL defenseman. He could have been a good player, but Beaulieu was a little better. Beaulieu actually could play. And you know what? A lot of people say they shouldn't have traded him away. They should have developed him a little more. But hey, Dean Palabroda, thoughts on drafting a center and putting Kotkaniemi on the wing? No, I kind of don't like that. I think Kotkaniemi's a center, and Heather was saying, let the kids play, make room for them, and let them play. And we don't have to win next year. We don't have to win the year after, third year from here. But by then, these kids will be not veterans, but they'll have a couple of years under their belt. We'll know how good they are. And I think it'll be good. So, no, I think if you're going to put someone to the wing, it's Suzuki's going to come up and go to the wing. And I think to Kotkaniemi's wing. So, yeah, that's how I think. Lucky guy, why motivated? What motivated me to create my YouTube channel? Last August, I guess it was last August, I found the hockey guy. And I had kind of been, I wouldn't say out of watching hockey, but I hadn't been following close for a couple of years. So I said, okay, I found this guy, I liked him, I'm going to watch and get back into it. And he gets you right back into hockey and everything. And I saw the guy, I said, I could do what he's doing. If I'm talking about Montreal, I could do what he's doing. I can't do exactly what he's doing with all the teams. He's amazing. If I could ever be half as good as the hockey guy, I'd be very happy. He knows so many things about so much everywhere. I don't know how he knows all that. But I thought, if I'm talking about Montreal, fine. And I thought, I could do other things because I have this thing. A couple of years ago, I wanted to write a TV show. I wanted to get into writing and that kind of stuff. But then it came to this. So I thought I could kind of get some experience here, talk about the Habs, and see where it goes. And it turned out the stuff I was talking about at the beginning, the only thing that really stuck was hockey. So I said, well, okay, I'm going to just stick to the hockey. And here we are. Did I ever think I'd get 550 subscribers? Never. I thought I would try it. I would get zero response. And I would say, well, at least I tried it. And maybe even, I'd get some time in front of a camera and see how that worked out for my other ideas I wanted to do. And it turned out well. To me, I sucked when I started. I mean, I can't even watch my early videos. They were bad. It was tough. It was tough learning how to write, trying to find my own style. I was copying other people. And then I realized, you know what? The hockey guy's doing him. I don't want to do the hockey guy. I should be doing me. And that's me. So if you notice my videos, a lot of them are kind of op-ed style. I don't have, for some reason, when we're talking here, when you're asking me questions, I could talk hockey and I could do all that. Put a camera, just me in a room, and I freeze up and I can't think of goddamn thing. So I have to write it out. So that's my style. I found my style when I'm working on it. But live, it's a little different. I'm trying a few different things, but yeah. I don't know if did I veer off into some other direction? Sorry about that. So that's how I started my channel. Okay, let me see where I was. Damn, where was I? Okay, here. Anthony Peters says, young, speed, no edge, it sucks. Who are we talking about there, Anthony? Drew Fitz? Okay, I'm missing you on that. Young, speed, no edge, it sucks? I'm not sure. Go Habs Go says that Anthony is Konechny, however you want to write his name. I think you got it right. On the market? I kind of doubt that. I don't think so. Philly, whoop. Is the smoked meat still good? Oh, yeah. When you go to Schwartz's, best. And there's a place out here on the West Island. I live on the West Island. Smoked meat Pete's. Oh, my God. He used to cut the smoked meat at Schwartz's. If you know Montreal at all, I don't know if anybody knows these names. Schwartz's is the best smoked meat probably in the world. But smoked meat Pete's is just as good. Just as good. So yeah, smoked meat is great out here. Smoked meat, we got bagels. Montreal style bagels is the best. That's my claim to fame, by the way. If anybody wants to know my claim to fame, if you've ever heard of it's a Saint Viator bagel, just slipped my mind. Saint Viator bagel was my great grandfather. My great grandfather has the distinction of being the first person in Canada, maybe even in North America, but I know in Canada, to commercially make bagels. So to make bagels and sell them. My great grandfather was the first, and the bagels in Montreal, Saint Viator Bagel, that's my family. My great grandfather, when he was I think about 50, got sick, had something, and they told him he was going to die. He sold the business to his employees. That's how I'm not doing that. But yeah, that's my claim to fame. So if anybody knows anything about that, okay, I got lost now here. Where's that sweet question? There it is. Okay. Scotty Two Hockey. Shout out to Scotty Two Hockey. I just seen you now, Scotty. But I just want to give him a plug. If you like what I do, Scotty does the same thing. He's got his own style. He's got his own passion, and he knows hockey. If not, I say as good as me, but I think maybe better. He knows his hockey. He can talk his hockey off the top of his head where I can't. I got to write it. So I urge all of you out here, if you haven't checked out Scotty's channel, please do that for me. Check him out, give him a subscribe and like and support him too. He's a good guy from Newfoundland. So all you Newfoundland, Scotty. Hey, Scott, I'm glad you came on. He says my old videos were way worse. Aha. You know what? I don't think so. You used to scare me when you started out. I was going, this guy is so good. How do I compete with this guy's energy and his knowledge and the way he can talk? I didn't know how I was going to be able to compete with you at all. Even though on here we don't compete. Everybody watches anyway, so we're not really competing. But I was competing with Scott because I thought he was better than me, and I realized it's not that he's better than me. Yeah, he's better than me at his style, obviously, but I have my own style. I didn't realize that. It took me to get my own style. But check him out, I urge you. Okay, all of that now, Scotty. Got any questions? Hey, Dan Walsh, you must have been listening to the radio. No one beats Pete's Meat. That's an actual line from a radio commercial for Pete's Smoked Meat. And every time I'd hear it, I'd laugh my head off. Okay, someone's message was held for review. I don't know who's now. Habs Nation, hey guys, follow me on. Okay, check that one out. Give him a follow. I guess that's on following. That's Twitter or Instagram. The Habs 123. Wait, what? Your grandfather started Saint Viator Bagel? Yep. Saint Viator Bagel. There's a book out there, Saturday Night at the Bagel Factory. In there you can check, and you got a cat that's. Yeah, she always does that. I'll clean it. If you hear that, that's my cat. Saturday Night at the Bagel Factory. There's in there they mention how Hyman Seligman was the first person to commercially make and sell bagels, and Hyman Seligman, my great grandfather, yeah. I was gonna say great, but no. So yeah, I mean that's a claim to fame. But if you ever hear from Fairmount Bagel that Fairmount Bagel claims they're the first, they're not. My great grandfather was. Then they became partners, and that's how Fairmount Bagel, that family came into the bagel business, and now they claim that they're the original, and that's why I will never go into that store ever, because they lie. Okay, let's get on here now. You want to hear about the bagels? Hey Scott, no problem. You deserve the high praise, man. You deserve it. I love your videos. I love your channel too, man. Anthony Peters, I'm heading out. Good stream. Hope you don't fleece us for ghosts. Oh, I hope we do. Hey man, Anthony, thank you for coming in. Thank you for subscribing, and I hope I don't disappoint. See you next Saturday. Friday. Scotty, are you disappointed a trade didn't happen today? Was obviously, yeah, I'm disappointed. I kind of was hoping for a trade today. I really was. It would have been nice to have a trade today, something to do, a video to do on that. The halves, we have it here in Toronto, but I don't think it's the same thing. No, Toronto bagels aren't the same thing. I know because people come in here to get Montreal bagels. You have bagels out there, and they're probably doing the wood oven now too, but they're still not the same. Come on, my cat wants to return. Come on, come return. Ooh, and then my dog gets jealous. Let's see now. So, Dabs, you're from Toronto. You live in Toronto, and you're a Habs fan. You get teased for that, I imagine. Go Habs, go! Did you? That's a great name to have. I know you've been talking about, but I just noticed that. Go Habs, go! That's perfect. Did you know that Montreal is the first city in the world to have raised the USA flag? Of course, it wasn't the actual flag, but it's still a fun fact. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Why would they have raised the U? And when? When did they do that? Is it like now, or was it a long time ago? Habs Nation, Habs 110th anniversary, 1909 until now. Yeah, it's already 110 years. It's amazing. Pretty amazing. The Habs. We have a same day bagel at the St. Lawrence Market. Yep. Okay. Oh, did they really? They went into Toronto. I didn't know. It's not. It's an Italian guy now, Joe something. Can't remember the last name now. I'm thinking Marino. Yeah, I'm not surprised. But he doesn't make the bagels right. They're not the same quality. That's the problem. He uses sugar instead of honey. He doesn't make the bagels right. They're still good. I make bagels at home. I can make them exactly the same way. You don't need a wood oven. I have the original recipe. It's from Dad is from Montreal, and yes, it is fun to be a Habs fan in Toronto. Yeah, it sure as hell is. I've got a friend out there. I haven't seen him in a long time. Mike. He's also a big Habs fan from Toronto. Scotty through hockey. I heard Vancouver are after Ghost now too. Yeah, I would think it's not just Montreal after Ghost. That's why I don't think it's enough. And there's a couple of proposals. You wouldn't have seen them because you just came in. And I didn't think it was enough because I'm sure there got to be some competition for the guy, and it's going to put the price up a little bit. Habs Nation 31. Yeah, I worry now. The Habs. Yeah, it's not the same, but closer to Anglo Toronto. Yeah, I've never been to Toronto, actually. Honestly, never been there. Go Habs, go. I don't remember the year, around 1774, because the USA had to quit England and be independent and wanted Quebec to join, but we chose to be loyal to England. Okay, that long ago, eh? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. History. The Habs. Yes, Scotty is good with the prospects. There you go, Scott. Another one likes your channel. Go Habs, go. The Americans attacked Montreal and won the city. Yeah, that's way back. I used to live in Ormstown, Quebec, and that whole area. There was a big battle there in that war. There are a lot of historical areas. There was a museum, not a small museum for those battles, just outside of Ormstown. Scotty, when the hockey talk dries up, at least we got bagels. Strawberry cream cheese and sesame seed bagels are the best. Yes, sir. Yeah, I love this. Well, I like either the poppy seed or the sesame, either or. I'm not too much for fancy ones. I do like cinnamon raisin, are probably the only other kind I go for. Cinnamon raisin with strawberry cream cheese, Scotty. Oh my God, that's good. That no good delis in Toronto. There's tons of delis, just no good ones, right? As nation, would you rather be an NHL superstar with no cups or be a fourth liner with three cups? Fourth liner with three cups, without a doubt. What's the use of being there? I mean, not. I mean, it happens to guys; they can't win a cup. But I mean, what's the use of being a superstar without the desire to win the cup? So I'd rather be the fourth liner and win some cups. Joel Kravitz, do you feel that Jonathan Drouin will be traded? He certainly is not a Claude Julien type of player, selfish type of dud. Joel from Côte Saint Luc. Hey, Joel from Côte Saint Luc, welcome. Um, yeah, I don't. I would. I hope. It's hard to say. I get a lot of flack for that. I hope they trade him because I think his trade value is at its high right now. So I think if you're going to trade him, now's the time to do it. If you wait till after next year and he's had another dud season, what's his value? I mean, you traded Sergachev for this guy. Trade him now, get something back where you could say, well, we traded Sergachev for this, and something that's better, that works better here in Montreal. And yeah, I don't think he's a Julian type of player. Scott, how did the bread turn out? Yeah, I baked some bread today. It turned out really good. I made rolls, really good. I had two for lunch, and I had two with supper. So yeah, they were pretty good. Go Habs, go. Do you follow Montreal Impact? No, not a soccer guy. Sorry, I don't. I don't follow teams just because they're Montreal. I gotta like the sport. I'm not into. For me, it's hockey. Used to be baseball, but when they took the team away from Montreal, I don't watch baseball anymore. I can watch some NFL football. I'm not into CFL, and I love golf. And it's about it in sports. I follow. I read. I see what's going on, but I don't watch a lot of anything else. Hockey's my main thing. Let's see now. Habs Nation, Scott. You mean Panarin? Panarin. I'm the bread man. Joel Kravitz, in other words, make your first loss your best loss. Um, well, yeah, I mean, don't lose again on this guy. Go Habs, go. Jacob Jerabek. 2 years in a row that he's in the Stanley Cup Champions team. Sadly, his name won't be on the cup. Yeah, the name's familiar, but I'm not exactly sure who he is. Yeah, I guess he didn't play enough games to get on the cup. Go this year. Yeah, on cup this year. Yeah, he must not have played enough games for them. Habs 31. Bergie did great with the trade with Patches and Chucky. Yeah, I mean, he's on a roll right now. I hope he keeps that up. It's almost like he was going through some learning curves and then he got it right and he's getting it right these days. Even the wheel for Jordan Wheel, um, there were some good moves by him this last year. Um, let's go. Soccer is second. Yeah, cool. I'm not a soccer guy. Joel Kravitz, best pumpernickel bagels are at Diz's on Cote Saint Road. I've never been there. I live out in the West Island. I don't drive anymore, so I don't get. You must know Tasty Food Restaurant. I used to work at Tasty Food. Being a Cote Saint Luc guy, you gotta know Tasty Food. I'd be surprised if you don't. Hey, running out of questions, guys. It's getting late. Maybe do another 10 minutes and then we'll call it a night. Have Nation, I love how Marchand cries in the final. I love that he's got all these memes now of him crying. I hate Marchand. I mean, I hate Marchand. For me, it's the one knock on the hockey guy is that he can still be a fan of the Bruins when Marchand's playing for them. That's not really a knock on the hockey guy. I think the hockey guy's great. Scotty, to trade Drouin now would be a mistake. That kid's putting up 60 plus next year. You heard it here first. Look, I only wish that that's the truth. If they keep him, I wish the best for him. I don't know. I'm not sold on that yet. But hey, I hope this time next year I'll say I'm wrong. I'd be fine with that. That's not a problem. Joel Kravitz, Ollie Mata trade today. Excellent. Yeah, he got traded today. Yeah. That one I got it wrong before, but it was Pittsburgh to Chicago. No. Yes. No. No. Pittsburgh and Washington. Go Habs Go says I don't really dislike Marchand as a Habs fan. Well, I mean, look, you're allowed. I hate him. I just hate I hate the Bruins. Sorry if there's any Bruins fans here. Just it's not my. It's the Bruins and the Leafs, my least favorite teams. Maybe I'll stop saying hate, but they're my least favorite teams. Go Evs, go! You find them funny? Well, okay, you can look at it like that, but the thing is, the guy he's such a rat, and then he goes out and he scores the winning goal. Or I that's what drives me crazy. He's very talented, and he doesn't need to play like that. I just hate it. But he's a talented guy. That's what kills me. Marchand is the rat. Yeah, he makes Kenny Linsman look like a kid. Was it Linsman? What was the rat? Kenny Linsman was the rat. He would look great in a blue, blanc, rouge jersey. Nope, nope. Even if they traded for, I don't think I'll ever like that guy. I don't care if he's playing. No, I'd boo him still every time he's on the ice. I hate that guy. I don't like that style of playing. I don't think it's not necessary. It's not hockey. Hockey players are better than that. Yeah, he looked Callahan last year. Yeah, it's just disgusting. I hate that. Scotty, Marchand is like Matt Cook, just 10 times uglier. He is uglier, that's for sure. And he licks people. Yeah, Matt Cook was a real dirty guy. Oh my God, Matt Cook was dirty. Habs Nation, Gallagher and Price is the best. Price is definitely the best. Gallagher, you can't say he's the best, but he's got the most heart. He's always getting better. His numbers are always going up. I love Gally. They can never trade Gally. The Habs, Scotty likes Drouin. I think he should play right wing, and he will improve. Wow, I don't think putting him on the other wing is going to make him improve. I really don't. He'd probably have trouble with that. I wouldn't want to make things harder on the guy. If they're going to, I want him to succeed. It's just I don't know if he will. Joel asks, says we should trade Drouin and Charles Hudon for Shea. No, it's Shane, by the way. Shane Goss was here. No, not any name to remember the last one. It's spelled really weird. Yeah, I would go for Drouin with a weird style of play. It's not a weird style of play. It's just goddamn dirty, and it's just not Canadian hockey. Hey, okay, AD. I'm gonna say advanced, but I don't know what to call you. ADV3NO. Hey, I don't know how do you say that? Habs Nation, we need Ghost. Guys, hope Bergie takes him. Yeah, I think I hope Bergie makes that trade. Trade alert. Was traded to St. Louis for the Stanley Cup. If only we could trade for that cup. It would be great. Oh, okay. 5 more minutes, guys. I got to go walk my dog. This took so long. I swear, I was trying to get this computer going for an hour and a half. I had to restore back to an earlier date. It's an older computer, but it has a webcam, and till I can afford to buy a new computer, my laptop doesn't have a webcam, and it doesn't let me put in a webcam, or it won't run anything. It was an old refurbished thing I got, so. Let's see. Yeah, Advin. Okay, that's what I'm going to call you, Advin. Then I don't have to give up. But no, that's okay. It would be Ghost. Yeah. Hope I call it an Advin. It was so much fun. I'm going to do this. Well, next week, Friday, I'm doing the draft. If I'm not if that goes well, it doesn't take too long. Maybe we'll do Saturday as well. We can talk about what happened in the draft, and plus, I don't think I'm going to cover the daytime thing, but maybe I'll do a stream at night and we'll talk about what happened. And then Saturday nights through the summer, Saturday nights, either at 9 or 10 o'clock, going to be a regular thing. Okay, so I'm announcing that now. We're going to do regular Saturday nights, as long as this computer here holds up, or I get a new one, through the summer, and then that'll change when the season starts, because I think I'm going to stream some games and do stuff like that. So what do you guys think of that? All right, okay. You're welcome, Scott. I'm happy to give you a shout out. I hope all of my subscribers become your subscribers. because I think if they watch me and then they watch you, and it's got to be that way, got to watch me first and then watch. But if they watch the two of us, they're going to get a couple of different points of view on the same topic, and they're going to enjoy it. And we bounce off each other, I think, pretty good. And then there's Scotian Canadian, another different style and a different point of view, and I think we all work well together. So yeah, hey, all my subscribers, please go check out Scotty and hit that subscribe button because he deserves it. And you're going to enjoy his content too. And I think I just froze completely. Oh, it came back. Okay. Yeah, it's freezing up. So I'm going to call it a night. So thank you, everybody, for coming in. Check out my videos. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. I'm gone. It won't end the stream, though. Don't know why. Where's that now? Okay, end stream. Oh, you guys are watching me. I'm going to try to get this stream ended.